Come on, get brighter. Anyway guys, what's up? This is Shadows Enigma giving you another video. Basically, talking about random stuff like what's happening on YouTube with certain situations and video games and consoles and yada yada yada. Mainly Destiny, Magic, stuff like that. But today I'm not going to talk about any of those games. Basically, the only thing I'm going to talk about mainly is the YouTube situation that's happening with one of my favorite YouTubers, Boogie2988. And if you guys don't know who he is, please check him out. Watch some of his videos. He's a really good guy. But honestly, after what I heard from his channel that he put a posting on 4 days ago, which I just started watching it, then there may not be any videos. So, but anyway, basically what's going on with YouTube is they're attacking people who have anything to do with like certain situations like suicide or rape or anything of those things. But what with Boogie2988 is he helps people get through those situations. Like he's a really good guy. He's a really nice person. I've never really met him, but the thing of it is like, you know, I've seen his videos, even when he has his Francis characters and his Jesse's characters, and which it's ironic because that's my first name. So I mean, it's ironic. It kind of perks me up when he does his Jesse things, like his Jesse impersonation. It's funny. I like it. And know that all in all, he's a really good guy and all that stuff. But anyway, basically, YouTube's going around getting just randomly flagging videos. I think it's probably a bot going around and just be like, well, word, but block, you know, or flag or whatever. However that crap works. I'm not a computer wizard or computer genius or went to college for computer shit or anything like that, but basically that's what's going on with that. Another thing I want to talk about is Warframe. Here recently, I know the game's about 2-3 years old, but here recently I'm trying out Warframe and I like it. It's a really good game. And that, like, there's people that are on my friends list that are playing it, and you know, like, what they don't understand is I just started playing it like a couple of weeks ago. I started playing on the PS4 at first, and I was like, hey, this is a good game. I'd like to get it on the X1, and then play it that way. And then that's what I did. I play it on both consoles. I played on the PS4 and the X1, and like I got a friend on. I won't mention his gamer tag or his name because I don't know his name, but I won't mention his gamer tag. Anyway, one of my friends on my friends list, he keeps, like, every time I say, hey man, you know, I'm surprised I actually got this done. I made it here in like 3 days or something, and you know, he contradicts it. He's like, well, did you, man, I've been there like in 2 days or whatever. And like, you know, you don't have to be like that, man, because, like, you know, you gotta understand, I just started playing the game. I'm just starting to get into it, and it's really fun. Like, I've been playing it a lot lately, and it's not a bad game. Like, the cool thing about it is you get to have different types of characters. That's what makes it so awesome. That's what I like about it. I got a Warframe that I'm using right now that I'll probably wind up getting rid of. Excuse me. I'm probably going to wind up getting rid of the Trinity Prime, just Trinity, because, like, when I first found out that she was a healer, I was like, oh cool, you know, like a massive healer that can heal parties and stuff. No, that's not the case. She only heals herself, and it makes the game, like, not fun. Like how if you're gonna have a support class, then you need to support your team, not just yourself. And it's just messed up. Like the way the character is built is just messed up. Whoever made Trinity should like go back and remake it again. Sorry guys, I'm yawning a lot lately. I've been enjoying Warframe so much that I've been staying up real late. The last week I stayed up 22 hours all week long, got 2 hours of sleep, and played Warframe for 22 hours straight each day for the PS4, and made it to the point to where I got most of the missions done. Right now on the Xbox One, I just got to the planet Void, so basically I'm waiting on that to happen. And also here recently I got the new Xbox One Slim, and it's actually nice. I like it. It's a very good console. It's a lot smaller. It is a lot smaller. If you guys see the blinking blue lights that are here, this is actually my PS4 headset, Turtle Beaches. And the awesome thing about it, well, before I go back to what I was talking about earlier, these headsets are actually PS4 headsets, and like it's actually pretty freaking sweet. Just so you guys know, I'm making a cigarette, so don't put no posting on like comments about, man, he's smoking some, or whatever. No, I don't do that stuff. Anyway, so basically on the PS4, I won't lie, I bought the Necros Prime. I bought it twice. I bought the Necros Prime on the PS4 and the Xbox One, and it's not a bad character. I mean, like, if you actually took the time to get everything, get all the mods that you need to actually build it and everything, it's a good character. Any character is. But the best characters, in my opinion, have got to be Frost, Necros, and those are the only two I know. People keep telling me that Rhino's good, but I don't think it is. I don't think the Rhino Warframe is any good. I believe just people are just trolling. But it all depends on what you're good at and what builds you have and all that stuff. As far as Destiny goes, Rise of Iron's coming out in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, guys, 2 weeks. The hype is up. The hype is up. Everybody's ready for Rise of Iron. I'm even ready for Rise of Iron. I don't even want to do the freaking King's Fall raid anymore. I'm to the point to where I don't even want to do it no more. And I will do it on the PS4 just because of the fact that I need to. I still got some how do I want to word it? I still got a lot of things to get in the PS4. I still need a Jade Rabbit and Boolean Gemini and yada yada yada, and the list goes on and on. But anyway, I got about half the exotics in the PS4 version of Destiny, and already have Rise of Iron pre-ordered on PS4. I got it pre-ordered on X1, so I got both the consoles have Rise of Iron, and I gotta say, after being on the PS4 for so long, I can already, like, at first I thought, at first I said that the PS4 community is better than the Xbox One. Honestly, it's not. And the reason why I say this is because I'm in a clan right now called Inglorious Jumpers on the PS4. If you guys are watching, you guys can go ahead and type it in. You'll notice that it's not a very big clan. It's basically just a bunch of people, just a bunch of buddies getting together and playing Destiny. And they decided to make a clan. Well, anyway, when I first joined them, my friend Unstoppable, he's in a whole bunch of number digits. Anyway, we call him we call him Stop, but his PSN name is Unstoppable in 6 digits, whatever they are. Anyway, he was already in this clan, the Glorious Jumpers, and as soon as they start raided with me on the PS4, day one they wanted to raid with me right off the bat. So I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. And at first they took me as a noob, because they thought I was just talking shit, and they thought my friend was talking shit, saying, well, and Unstoppable would say, well, Jesse's good, Jesse's good, Jesse's good, and they just said, yeah, we'd like to play with him and see, I got a feeling that's what it was. Well, anyway, when they found out that I was good at the raid, because with King's Fall, I'm an all-around player. I am an all-around player. I like to be an all-around player when it comes to Vanguard. I've played the Vanguard stuff so much that I could be an all-around player in any raid at all, any raid. And I intend to be the same way with Rise of Iron's raid. So basically, cutting to the chase, they wound up pushing my friend aside to put me into the group or the team, and it made me feel like shit, because at first I figured well, he's they're just wanting to raid with me for a change, just to see if I'm good, or if I'm willing to participate in in the raids and stuff. Well, anyway, as soon as I get into their clan, they push my friend aside, put me as the main team, and then my friend gets mad because they hadn't played with him in a week. Which I can understand that, because if that happened to me, I'd be questioning it too. And then eventually my friend's like, you know what, I'm getting tired of this shit, I'm just gonna leave the clan. So he left the clan, and a big ruckus happened between the clan leader, which is Blues Doctor, that PSN, I know, PSN, gamer tag, whatever, same thing. That one I'll never forget. So Blues Doctor, and myself and Aubrey were in this situational triangle thing, which is weird. But anyway, that's beside the point. So anyway, Aubrey gets mad at Blues, and then Aubrey gets mad, or Stoppable. His name's Aubrey. Anyway, so Aubrey gets mad at Blues, and then Aubrey gets mad at me and starts talking shit to Blues and me. And then Blue comes to me and says, is Stoppable on your friends list? I said, no. Him and I are not friends on here anymore, on the PlayStation. And then that's when everything went downhill. Blue wanted Unstoppable or Aubrey and I to work out the friendship. It took about a week, but it eventually did happen. And Blues got to the point to where he started becoming selfish. And what I mean by that is I was starting to get to know the real Blue. As the more I started playing with Blue in the raids and stuff, the more I began to realize he's a selfish guy. He's really selfish when it comes to playing Destiny. He'll help people out only if it benefits him. Or on the other hand, if I help somebody, I try to help them. I try to be that person to help somebody. Unless, of course, that they try to just start something or whatever. Then it's or they pester me too much about it. And I'm like, no, dude, being you're pestering me about it, or you're starting shit or whatever, I want nothing to do with it. So, anyway, back to the point. So then I started to notice, and then I started getting mad. I started getting a little frustrated with it. And then eventually I got to the point where I left the clan. And Blue was wanting to know why I left the clan. So I told him. I said, well, because of the fact that we're not raiding with everybody. Excuse me, guys. We're not raiding with everybody. And we keep having the same group, and we're always starting on War Priest and skipping totems. And Blue's, and then Blue said something that I'll never forget. And I forget what I was saying to him. I was talking to, no, this is what happened. I remember now. I was talking to him about the way the clan was being run and everything. Like the problems with the clan and the people and all that. And he just blew it off. He's like, well, you're no longer in the clan, so why talk about it? And I'm like, well, because it's an issue. And then he goes, well, you're not in the clan anymore, so I don't care. And that's exactly what he said. And that point I realized that he doesn't care about like me or any of the people that are in the clan. All he cares about is what he wants done. And that's why I told him a couple of days ago, I told Blue's doctor, I said, I'm not playing with you no more. I'm not going to raid with you no more. And then he wanted to know why, and I told him, I said, because dude, you're like, and I said, I'm not going to start nothing with you or try to start an argument or a fight or whatever. But I'm like, dude, you're just selfish and I can't play with you no more. And basically that's what it came down to. I was letting him know that he was selfish and he was a liar and all that shit. So I won't play with him no more. Another thing that's the main thing that's been bothering me though is this job that I recently started. I started a job at a place called Redzenberger, and what they do is the workers, the employees of this company, take railroad crew members from one destination to another. And sometimes you take multiple trips. So when I first started out, the first time I started the job, it was at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I had to go to Chicago. I had to go to Chicago, Illinois, to drop off this crew, and then drive back home. So I figured, you know, at first I was like, hey, no problem. Okay. Well, I got to Chicago, and I gotta admit, it was the worst experience, the worst traveling experience of my life. And the reason why I say this is because I stayed out for 14 hours straight. That means about 7 hours to driving to Chicago from Ohio to Illinois, basically, and back. Which that means 7 hours there and 7 hours back, which is ridiculous. For the first trip, my first day on the job, official day out on the road, that was my first destination. And I thought, no. Like, why? Who would start somebody on one of the longest trips? And like, which honestly, it's a good way to get paid. But like, it got to the point to where I was not getting enough sleep, and like I would be getting called 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, 10 in the afternoon, 10 at night I should say, 12 noon. I mean, the thing is the job was an on-call job, and by the time I got home, I was so freaking tired that I would crash in the game room. This is a game room. If you can see, it's gonna be kind of hard because the phone's dark for some reason, and you won't be able to see my face. But anyway, the point is I had to sleep on this love seat that's in the game room, and like I wasn't able to like cuddle with my wife, and it just bothered me. It bothered me really, really bad, and so like I got to the point to where like I can't do this job no more. because, well, now not only did I was losing sleep and not spending time with my wife and kids, or that the fact is that our daughter Bella was being a hellion. And if you have kids, you know how it's gonna be. But yeah, so that's one reason why I quit the job, and another reason is that, like, it just wasn't a job for me. I wanted to have a shift job. Like, I figured I'd give it a try, and I even told him, I said, I'll give it a try. And like, it turned out that I didn't like the job at all. But anyway, this movie is movie. I must be wanting to watch a movie. This video is gonna come to a close. Guys, I enjoy talking to you guys on YouTube. Now, I don't post a lot of videos up, but that's because I'm gaming it almost all the time. Unless I'm working, which I'm not working now, so I'm gonna be gaming it all the time, playing Warframe. But anyway, if you guys just leave a comment, like, subscribe. If you want to see certain videos, let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section down there. You know how it is. Guys, I enjoyed talking to you. You guys live your lives to the fullest, and don't let nobody push you around. If people are just like, being that you really can't mention what's going on with YouTube and can't be specific about it, just do the best you can do, and try not to, how can I word this? Try not to do irrational things that could harm you or hurt others. Because you may not realize it. Like, if you feel down on yourself, you may not realize that people care about you, but the truth is they do. And the thing of it is you're just surrounding yourself with the wrong crowd, and that's the beauty of it. That's how you learn. That's how you learn that, like, people are just gonna be cruel and everything. You, like, beyond that cloud of darkness, you have to realize that life is great. Life is a gift, and you shouldn't waste it. Peace.